Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Quick announcement: if anybody is parked right here by loading area, there's 3-4 cars. There's a Prius. There is one white Tesla. There's one minivan. If you just park right below here, can you come and park on any other spot?
विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Sotra Sutta Sisimad, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Nitya Lila Vrishna Om Vishnupad Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Sikaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Gaurnitai Ki Jai. Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai. Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Jai. Jai Nitya Lila Pravishta, His Divine Grace, Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai. Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahaladalaadaine. Hiranyakashipu. नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्ति शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की।
Jai, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Please give a warm appreciation for that beautiful kirtan. Hare Bol. Thank you. Welcome everybody for being here today on both our regular Sunday and a special Sunday. Shh. So we're going to go through a few quick announcements and then we're going to get ahead into the program, which will be glorification and appreciation of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. The program will go on until 5 minutes to 2. Then we'll have an RT and another sweet kirtan, and then we'll start serving lunch at 2:15. And today's lunch has been... Can I have a little quiet back there? Shh, 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 shh. Haribo. Has been prepared by the disciples of Gopal Krishna Maharaj, and they said to tell you that there's a very special sweet. So 2:15 and beyond, please don't go away. Stay here for this wonderful program. Today is also Mother's Day, as you all know. Hari Bol. We all have mothers in our lives, here, there, and so many mothers, and our own mother and many other mothers. So please make sure you take a moment today. You can even make a card out in the lobby for a special mother in your life. Okay. Chaitanya, we'll have a few quick announcements and then we'll get started on the program. Thanks.
Hare Krishna. So I'm going to make quick announcements. Thank the sponsors for today. We have Ramita Malla in memory of her mother, Padma Maya Sreshta. So I'd like to request everyone, please chant the Maha Mantra for 3 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ramita ji, if you are here, please come over here. That's a prasadam. Prasad. So the next, we have Vijay Madhav Das honoring daughter's 17th birthday, not 17th, 17. Vijay Madhav Prabhu, Krishna Patel. Okay. Is that 17 or 70? 17. Happy birthday. So we have Vedanta Joy for his first, the sponsoring with their first salary, thanking Lord Krishna. So let's thank Vedanta Jog. Big round of applause to Vedanti. Thank you for sponsoring. We have Sunil and Indu Lalwani for son's birthday. Lalwani ji, where are you? Okay, so next we have following devotees who are sponsoring major festival today, all the prasadam and decorations and a lot of other flower garlands and so on. We want to thank Aditya Prabhu and family, Sham Krishna Prabhu and family, Jagannath Priyadas Prabhu and family. We have Jivatatta Prabhu and Ananta Rupa. We have Hitesh and Pragna Patel. We have Nitya Radha and Chaitanya Seva Prabhu. Big round of applause to all these families for... Let's chant the Maha Mantra for Maharaj also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. We'll start the prasadam.
I did say that. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll begin with our program. But first, we are, as you can see, a community-supported temple. So we invite you all to get involved in service, get involved in sponsoring. One devotee told me recently that their favorite place to go with their little son is shopping in the store. And the store we have, our Govindas, also supports the operations of the temple. So, yeah, we'd love you to get closer to Krishna, get closer to each other, and that's the whole point of a temple, and to build community. Okay. And now I won't say your joke.
Hare Krishna. So you may not know why we're having this festivity today in honor of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Just a little over a week ago, he departed from this world. And in our tradition, in the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, actually what we call a disappearance day, or Tirobhav, of a great devotee is celebrated even more than their birthday, because the Tirobhav, the disappearance, celebrates all the accomplishments and all the service that they've done for Lord Krishna throughout their life. So, and also they have returned back to the spiritual world, to Krishna. We suffer in separation from great souls when they leave us, but it's a festival. It's kind of bittersweet that we miss that great devotee's association, and at the same time we celebrate their life and the fact that they are now in the eternal pastimes of Lord Krishna. So that's the bittersweet mood of today. And we are very honored that so many of you have come today to honor him, who's been a bedrock of the Washington, D.C. Hare Krishna community for over 40 years. First time he came here was in 1984, and at one time he was the governing body commissioner, the person overseeing the activities of our organization in the D.C. area. So I'd first like to call on His Grace Anut Pu, who is the present GBC Governing Body Commissioner for our temple here, to offer some few words to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj.
We'd like to just ask you to scoot up a little bit, because there's more people coming in. So if you can just move up a little bit. If you have a small child, we have coloring in the back, and you might need to take them to the lobby for a little while if they're a little noisy, and then feel free to come back in again. But we just would like to have it as quiet and as attentive as possible. Thanks.
Hare Krishna. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai. First, I want to just, on another topic, just note that Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are here. It's a long-standing tradition in America, and it's very much a tradition in the Vaishnava culture to honor our mothers and appreciate all your years of service to your families and to the temple. So thank you for all that you do. And I was just thinking, as Ananda asked everybody to scooch up a little bit, I was remembering all the scooching up we have to do in the old temple, and thinking this is a very good sign. We're in a new building, 2.5 times the size, and we're still needing to ask people to scooch up. So this is a very good sign for a new building. In appreciation for His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, we just was asked to speak for a couple of minutes because we want to particularly give the opportunity for some of his leading disciples to speak. So I'll just mention a few things. First and foremost, I think we all should remember and appreciate Gopal Krishna Maharaj's unflinching dedication to Srila Prabhupada and to ISKCON. He became a disciple and member of ISKCON in 1968. Rukmini is going to talk about that a little bit. She was there when Gopal Krishna Maharaj first came. And since that time, he's had just amazing number of responsibilities. He was a governing body commission for ISKCON. And if you can imagine, especially those of you in the business world, you know about regions. His region was West India, East Africa, parts of Russia, and Canada. how does anybody do that? But somehow he did it, and he did it very, very well, and inspired devotees all around the world in those different regions. In addition to being a member of the Governing Body Commission, he was a long-standing member of the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust that's in charge of publishing Srila Prabhupada's books, and took leadership in that around the world and especially in India. He was the chairman of what's called the Indian Bureau, which is that agency or group of leaders within India that oversee the activities of ISKCON within India. And he just set a phenomenal pace of traveling and teaching and preaching around the world. I personally would meet with him regularly during the GBC meetings. And one thing that I'll always remember is sometimes in the evenings after a long day of meetings, we'd start like 6 o'clock in the morning with a pre-meeting, and then you had the pre-meeting before the meeting, and then the meeting, and then the lunch meeting, the afternoon meeting, the evening meeting, the after meeting. And then he would ask me, can you come and meet with me about something? And I would kind of drag myself to his room at the end of a hallway, long hallway in Mayapur, thinking this is it, this is the end of the day, I've got just enough energy left for one more conversation. And as I would turn the corner to come to his room, there'd be a line of people about as big as everybody sitting here. And the first time I saw that, later on I just realized it's the standard operating procedure of Gopal Krishna Maharaj. But the first time I saw that, I thought, how is this possible? What are all these people doing here crowding the hall? They should leave. And then I realized after my 20 or 30 minutes with him talking about whatever we had to do at that time, I would say, Maharaj, who are all those people outside? And he would say, those are devotees I need to meet with. And I would tell him sometimes, Maharaj, it's 9:30, it's 10 o'clock, you need to take rest, you've got so many responsibilities. And he would say, it's okay, it's okay. And as I would leave, they would escort in the next 5 or 6 people. And I never bothered to stay late enough to see what time the last one left. But I knew for sure the next morning at Mangal Artik, when I would come in about 4:30, Gopal Krishna Maharaj would already be there on the altar, which means he's been there 20 minutes before, getting ready to do Mangal Artik. That was the level of dedication that he had. And even in the last 2 or 3 years when I saw him and his health was going down, I remember asking him, Maharaj, please don't travel so much. You're so valuable to this movement and all the people that love you. We need you to maintain your health so you can, slow down a little bit. He would kind of nod his head like, I'm hearing you, and then smile. And I knew that's not going anywhere, but I tried. I did my best. So we're so grateful to the lessons Gopal Krishna Maharaj made, to the example that he set for all of us, and especially being in the DC area since around 1993, I always appreciated how Maharaj would regularly come here and inspire all of you, those who live in this area, with his inspiration, his instruction, and his presence. So his impact on this community will last forever. We're very, very grateful to him. He always used to push us. When are you going to open the temple? When are you going to open the temple? When are you going to open the new temple? Maharaj, we did it. We did it. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai.
Thank you so much, Anut Prabhu. So I'd next like to ask Her Grace Rukmini Devi to say a few words. Rukmini Devi, like Gopal Krishna Maharaj, is one of the very early disciples of Srila Prabhupada's.
All glories to Gopal Krishna Maharaj. We're all mourning the loss of a great stalwart leader, one of the most dedicated and selfless disciples of Srila Prabhupada. I first met Gopal Krishna before he was Maharaj in 1968 in Montreal, Canada. How extraordinary that Gopal Krishna was the name given to him by his parents at birth and then later confirmed by Srila Prabhupada at the time of his initiation. Even in those early days, I was struck by his humility and sincere dedication to Srila Prabhupada. Over the next 50 plus years, his initial sincerity and dedication grew into a great banyan tree of unparalleled service to the mission of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya. Gopal Krishna Maharaj is known for many exemplary qualities and achievements, including the establishment of 17 plus temples in Delhi alone, his ardent dedication to global book distribution, his unbreakable sadhana and worship of the deities wherever he traveled, his preaching in Russia, Africa, India, Canada, and across the world, and his caring, selfless, and untiring concern for all who accepted his shelter. As his god sister, I am personally indebted to him for always standing up for the Vaishnavis in ISKCON, even when that met with opposition. Gopal Krishna Maharaj spent a great deal of time with Srila Prabhupada, closely studying and imbibing Srila Prabhupada's broad, inclusive mood. In that same mood, he stood unwavering and united with His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj and His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj in defending Srila Prabhupada's stated desire, as well as the historical precedent within our Gaudiya Sampradaya, that Vaishnavis are eligible for all levels of service and leadership, including that of Diksha Guru. For this, I am forever grateful for his courage and integrity that he displayed. My dear esteemed godbrother, Your Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, your unassuming, selfless dedication and gentle demeanor will be sorely missed. I pray that in my own small way, I can learn to emulate your spirit of unwavering service to the lotus feet of our beloved Divine Master, Srila Prabhupada, with admiration and deep gratitude. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Rukmini Devi. I'm going to just speak about three things about His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. In our Shastra, in our scriptures, there's a description of someone who's attaining the level of bhava. Bhava is a very exalted level of love for Krishna. And one of these symptoms, there's 9 symptoms that are mentioned, and one of them is avyakta kalatvam. That translates basically as not using all of one's time in Krishna's service. And as Anut Pu referred, his schedule from 3 in the morning till midnight, I never, ever saw Gopal Krishna Maharaj not doing service. He was always doing service. It was uncanny. I needed to chill out sometimes and, hang out and have some pizza with the friends. He was always doing service. Amazing. It was uncanny, and that's a symptom of a very exalted devotee. And then his care for his godbrothers and his godsisters. One of his godsisters had become a widow. Her husband had passed away. And he was very fixed that he wanted to arrange, because that devotee woman's husband left without not a lot of finances for her. And so he wanted to make sure that there was an apartment arranged for her for the rest of her life to be taken care of. And he was quite insistent on this, make sure that it happened. And then the third one, like I said, I'd keep it short, was I was in Delhi when some of his well-wishers were thinking he would really like this. They bought him a BMW. And if you know, especially earlier days, how much a BMW costs in India, it's a lot of money. He would not even sit in the car. He was quite upset that why would you, I just need to go from point A to point B. What do I need this for? He said, sell it immediately, give the money to the Prabhupada's book fund. And there's other examples of that land that was purchased for him in Vrindavan. He said, what do I need land in Vrindavan for? And he wouldn't also use that land. He was very, very, very renounced. And therefore, anyone who came in touch with him had so much faith, because they knew that there was nothing for him. It was all for Krishna. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai. And now I'd like to ask our temple president, Nanda Vrindavaneshwari Devi, to say a few words.
A few weeks before the opening of this beautiful new temple, I reached out to Gopal Krishna Maharaj and other senior gurus and swamis who visit our temple, and asked him to send a message to all of us. So this is what we received, the last message from His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. He says, Dear devotees of Washington, D.C. Temple, Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I want to congratulate Anut Pu, the GBC, and the temple president, and the entire team for having built a very beautiful temple. The deities were installed in a temporary temple in 1973 and have now moved to a beautiful permanent home in Potomac. Prabhupada visited the Potomac Temple in 1976. He expressed a strong desire to see a beautiful ISKCON temple in this very important city of the world. Although several attempts were made to start the temple project, they were unsuccessful. I am glad the congregation members actively participated in this effort. And here is typical Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I understand the completion of the temple is only phase 1. There are plans to start phase 2 soon. Best wishes again, your servant Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Haribol. So, he's not letting us just kind of relax. We did it. It's like, no, phase 2 and phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, as he did. This letter says so much. He acknowledges all of us. He acknowledges the efforts in the past, and he tells us, keep moving forward. And one other quick thing, it is said in our tradition, well, it's used as an example. If you want to know who your father is, ask your mother. And in the same way, if we want to help people know who Krishna is, our original father, then we encourage them to ask the Vedas, which are considered Veda Mata, right? And Gopal Krishna Maharaj was so dedicated to giving people that opportunity to understand Krishna by asking their mother. And today, on Mother's Day, we remain inspired, grateful, and forever hopeful to follow in his footsteps and do wonderful things here in Washington, D.C. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Ananda Vrindavaneshwari Devi. So now I'm going to ask Jagannath Priya Prabhu, who's one of our senior disciples of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, to now be the MC and walk us through the rest of the program. Jagannath Priya Prabhu.
Yep. Thank you so much. Anutama Prabhu, we really appreciate it. Guru Maharaj always, whenever we speak to him, Advaita Acharya, he always says, is Anutama Prabhu okay? How are things going? Please make sure you take care of anything he needs. So we really appreciate you glorifying Guru Maharaj. Rukmini Mataji, also thank you so much. And now next, of course, Ananda Mataji and her husband. Next, I want His Grace Advaita Acharya Prabhu to speak. He's the senior most disciple of Guru Maharaj. He was initiated in 82, and he's been Guru Maharaj's personal doctor for last 40 years, especially last 5 to 7 years. Guru Maharaj had a lot of health challenges. He spearheaded the whole devotee doctor team, including Delhi doctors. Guru Maharaj really appreciate his service, and he will speak next. And then Sham Krishna Prabhu.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी इति नामिने प्रभुपादस्य साहित्यं या प्रकाश वितिर्याच प्रचारं कृतं साधु भगवत्पादाय ते नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील भगवत पाद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। My Dandavat Pranam to His Grace Anuttama Prabhu, Her Grace Anand Mataji, and Braj Vihari Prabhu. Also, my Dandavat Pranam to all Vaishnavas, senior disciples, senior Vaishnavas, and all my God brothers and God sisters. Hare Krishna. About 2 weeks ago, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj about 2 weeks ago, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj began to wind up his Nitya Lila from this planet to join his beloved Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. He left us on May 5th, this year, 2024. Last few years, his physical body was not cooperating with him, but his determination and enthusiasm has not changed at all. He fought the battle like a great warrior until his last breath. Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he joined Srila Prabhupada in 1968. Before he had his first darshan, he rendered his devotional service to Srila Prabhupada by cleaning his apartment when Srila Prabhupada was supposed to visiting Montreal in Canada. He cleaned the room from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. He shined the room, every corner of the room. He has not met Srila Prabhupada yet. He just heard that some holy man from India coming, and he just heard about Prabhupada, and before he see him, he did the service. That was the beginning of his service. Until last breath, he has continued. He was very loyal to Srila Prabhupada. He was very dedicated to Srila Prabhupada. And we can see from his exemplary work that he has done. Prabhupada stayed in Montreal for 3 months. I'm sure Rukmini Mataji was there, and Guru Maharaj mentioned about Rukmini Mataji many times, how sincere devotee she is. So Srila Prabhupada, in 3 months' time, he started talking to Guru Maharaj, at that time, Gopal, about spreading Krishna consciousness in India and saving Indian culture, and so on. He saw him in a future leader of ISKCON. He had trusted him. In 1969, he got his first initiation, get the holy mantra. That's been ISKCON. Everybody who joined the full time or who wants to be part of ISKCON, they have to get initiation, and you get holy mantra. And after that first initiation, you can get second initiation, becomes a Brahman. And then if you advance more, then you get sannyas. And if you advance more, then you can become guru. This is like some kind of stage that person goes through. So he got his first initiation in 1969, and he met in 1969, and then immediately after 6 months, he got Brahma Diksha also. In 1971, Prabhupada sent him to take charge of Brooklyn Temple. From 1973, he came to India. Now, Prabhupada has already made GBC in 1970. So GBC is the highest authority to manage the ISKCON activities. The final authority is GBC. And Prabhupada created, and Prabhupada respected GBC, and Gopal Krishna Maharaj has served and respected GBC all the time on his life. So in 1973, he came to India. Guru Maharaj attended first GBC meeting in 1975. And GBC, that time he was awarded GBC of India, as Anut Pu mentioned. He was awarded almost all the India except few centers, also Southeast Asia, including Japan and Malaysia. So this is the part he has responsibility to spread Krishna consciousness. In 1981, he took the sannyas. And in 1 year later on, in 1982, he became a guru. So that they accept the disciples. Since his first meeting, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj was involved in numerous projects to spread Krishna consciousness in India and abroad. But most of the work is done in India. At that time, the Juhu temple was constructing. That's the biggest project. This is like the main center in India at that time. And after that, he also started preaching in Russia. It's a very difficult task to preach in Russia. And he took that task and he involved in so many activities. And so Guru Maharaj's activities, you can keep on counting. You cannot even describe how much work he has done. He was very loyal to Srila Prabhupada. He was dedicated to Srila Prabhupada. His exemplary work speaks for him. His sadhana, personal sadhana, is exemplary. His book distributions is unrecordable. As Anut Pu mentioned, that his morning starts at 3 o'clock. And from 3 o'clock, he is ready for the Mangala Arati. He never missed the Mangala Arati except 1 or 2 times when he was sick. After Mangala Arati, he does his walk, his personal sadhana, also Guru Puja, deity worship, and Guru Puja. Then he gives Bhagavatam class. Then he does some prasadam. After that is meeting 3 or 4 programs per day. When he used to come to America, since 1984 now, every time he comes, his program is loaded. 3 programs in a day. Fortunately, I was his physician, and then he has to take some couple of doctors' visit also. His day ends at 11:30, 10:30, that depends upon time. And then again back to his personal sadhana. He's exemplary. Nobody has done so consistently in ISKCON throughout the whole world. And this is like a highlights of his personal sadhana. He does not really have to worship because he's 24 hours worshiping Krishna in his mind, in his activities. But he was giving example, teaching us that personal sadhana, deity worship is very, very important. So this is the qualities that we remember, and it's help us to move forward in our spiritual life. The last week, I was in Vrindavan and Delhi because he disappeared. I happened to be there. And what I learned, that all over the glorification that we heard, not that disciples can glorify Guru Maharaj because he has personal relationship, but I heard from so many his God brothers and God sisters glorifying that I cannot even imagine. I started learning now that what a great qualifications that my Guru Maharaj had, that I was not able to see it. So I had recorded some points from the different God brothers, how they glorify him. Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj, he says that there are devotees in ISKCON, but there is only one Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And this statement is like amazing. There's another GBC member and devotee, Gaurang Prabhu. He mentioned that Guru Maharaj is a personification of book distribution. Guru Maharaj loved his books to be read by his devotees and common people, and Prabhupada has desired that his books should be distributed as much as possible. And Gopal Krishna Maharaj, under his leadership in his zone, is always number 1 in book distribution. Only competition was Jai Pataka Maharaj and Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And they are both buddies. There's a good competition who can become first. Actually, Jai Pataka Maharaj's disciples also asking to get guidance and get help so they can also become number 1. And there's always competition between Jai Pataka Maharaj's zone and Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So his book distribution was amazing. He wanted to publish the book, he wanted to distribute the books. He's also one quality that I've heard about, that he's very kind and he concerns about every devotees in ISKCON. Not only his disciples, but his grand disciples or cousin disciples or God brothers and God sisters. There's one example I heard from one of the devotee in glorification about Lakshmi Mani Mataji is a God sister's very advanced devotee. When he had some hip problems, she was in Delhi, Guru Maharaj made personal phone call, found out the orthopedic surgeon. Not only that, he assigned his disciples to make sure they take care of her. Also mentioned that not to take any money from her. So financial care, personal care, everything was organized by Guru Maharaj. That much love he has for his God brothers and God sisters. There are so many examples that we can see. He called from GBC just to find out everything is taken care. Yes, how he was in GBC meeting and he called personally that how Mataji has been taken care. So this is his. There's another devotee. Is a Tapan Mishra. He's vice chairman of the GBC currently. When Guru Maharaj disappeared, before that in November last year, he made a will. And that will, that if you read it, it's an exemplary will that nobody can come up with the ideas. And probably we can read the will for today if time permits. So Tapan Mishra says that this current will be the exemplary, and there is no need to change anything. In the future, any GBC members, any gurus, any sannyasis, if they want to follow this will, they just have to change the name. So that's probably we can read later on. He has also most important desire that he had to build the temples. In the Delhi areas, he has made 19 temples so far, and he has 3 projects still pending. And one is the Kurukshetra, the biggest project. He also has in Navi Mumbai, there's another Kharghar project. All this project that he has really inspired his disciples and other God brothers and sisters, why he's building the temples. He said that Guru Prabhupada told him that temples are the hospital, spiritual hospital. And when people come to the temple, their spiritual health gets better and better. So that was his mood and mission about building the temples. As Braj Bihapur mentioned, he does not waste any time. We have seen personally when he comes here, not a single moment he's wasting for his personal. A lot of his God brothers, God sisters sometimes take time off to take relax. That's I heard from his God brothers, that sometimes we take some time off. He never heard that he has taken any time off in his career. He was very smart and intelligent. He developed all the relationships with the politicians in India. Why? To get maximum benefit that ISKCON can get it. Any problem starts, he get this help from the politicians. Narendra Modi has given nice, letters and last week about how he appreciated his contribution in ISKCON. So we can keep on going, many things we can talk, but because of time, I am not going to go into details. But I'm going to tell about this, talk about this little will and instruction that he gave to all his disciples to follow. So these 10 instructions he gave, if you look at his instructions, it's amazing. He says that number 1, always accept His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of Inter-Society for Krishna Consciousness ISKCON, as the preeminent Shiksha Guru for all the time. Number 2, always accept ISKCON Governing Body Commission GBC as the ultimate management authority of ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada representative, and to therefore follow its instructions and directions. Our GBC is Anuttama Prabhu. We must follow his guidance and recommendations. Number 3, lead your life as to be exemplary representative of ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada. So every devotee has to work to be exemplary as a representative of ISKCON. When we go outside, people should know that if you are a devotee, you must represent Srila Prabhupada. Number 4, cooperate together with all ISKCON devotees to push this movement forward. Number 5, when some of you advance sufficiently to become gurus and sannyasi, to work under GBC authorization process to take up those services. Number 6, never leave ISKCON. First and foremost, think of yourself as a member of ISKCON. Never fight with ISKCON. Resolve your differences internally in a Vaishnava etiquette way. Number 7, Never align yourself with a person or groups not authorized by GBC. Number 8, seriously study Srila Prabhupada books on a regular basis. Always chant 16 rounds attentively every single day. Chant at least 25 rounds on Ekadashi and special festival days, and strictly follow the 4 regulatory principles of no meat eating, no intoxicants, no gambling, and no illicit sex. Number 9, work to make ISKCON a dynamic society. Number 10, continue donating your time and your resources to ISKCON's causes. I'm so amazed and so much responsibility now he has given to all of us. And we should try our very hard to please Guru Maharaj and please Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Sham Krishna Pu is next. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Uliptena Tasmai Sri Gurve Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhayavasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Gurudev. I will take not as much but almost as much time as Advaita Acharya took it, because I'm the longest serving member of this community, and also I had an equally long relationship with Guru Maharaj. I'll talk about 2 things. One, his causeless mercy upon me and my family. And second thing, he has many, many qualities, unbelievable quality. Nobody can describe all the qualities, and nobody can really understand. But I will highlight a couple of his qualities that very, very important to understand. It was 1982. He became spiritual master, and I got a first call as he was traveling first time as a spiritual master to Canada. And he called me by putting the coins in the telephone, because that time there was no other phone except coin phones from JFK. And that's how my connection started with him. But before that happened, my parents, who lived 1980 through 81 here in Potomac Temple. So when we went to India in nearly end of 81, after the installation of Sitaram, Lakshmana, and Hanumanji, they came in contact with His Grace Jasumatindandan Prabhu in Ahmedabad. And he convinced my father that don't go to US anymore. You can do better preaching here and can help me. So he stayed there. And Guru Maharaj, who was a young sannyasi, he was visiting Ahmedabad, and he came in contact with my father. My father was very, very respectful to any sannyasi. And naturally, their bond got together, even to the point that he will visit our small town in Gujarat called Dakor, big temple for Lord Ranchorji. It so happens that in 1982, just around the Gaur Purnima, he was at our home visiting, and Jasumatindandan calls that GBC has approved to be Guru. That news broke right in our small home in small town. My father, first, because of Vishaka, was very much interested in Krishna consciousness, So she became one of the first female disciple of Gurudev. And then 83, he pushed both Advaita Acharya and my other brother, Achyutanand, who lives in Philadelphia, to accept the initiations. It did not stop there. In 83, right after the initiation, Advaita Acharya came to United States because I had filed for his immigration, and he came and stayed with me. Two reasons. Guru Maharaj always cared every disciple and make sure they're making progress. So naturally, he wanted to make sure that he progresses in his spiritual life, keeping that in mind. And second thing, he was a little worried that now he's gone to United States, he's with me, who has no spiritual idea, and he may be spoiled too. So guess what? To the blessing to this place, Washington, D.C. and around, he started coming to Washington, D.C., even though there was no zone for him in Washington, D.C. since 84, just to make sure that he advances and I don't influence him. Well, guess what? As a result, I became the beneficiary because I was very stubborn, not interested in Krishna consciousness. Although I was coming to temple since 76 and regularly from 1980, but I will chant, but no other interest. Anyway, since he was coming to Washington, D.C., I got his mercy year after year. Not only that, because I will hold small program, and many of the disciple, Guru Maharaj disciple, they got the benefit because of I will invite them and Guru Maharaj associations, and you know that Guru Maharaj once meets you, it always will affect you, even short term or long term. Of course, it took me long term to me, but a lot of people like Anut Prabhu and Purushottam Prabhu and so many got benefit and got initiated earlier. Now talking about Gurudev, Prabhupada, before he left this mortal world, he instructed all his disciples very, very clearly that ISKCON is my body. And I want everybody to cooperate and stay together. That was the really strong instruction given by Srila Prabhupada to all his disciples. Gopal Krishna Maharaj took it to his heart, this mantra, this instruction of Prabhupada. Of course, he took every instruction, but this one was special to him. And as a result, he could not see any part separated. In mid-80s, we all know, or at least some of us know, that New Vrindavan in West Virginia was separated from ISKCON major body. And that was very painful to him. So around 85 or 86, I don't exactly remember the year, he was coming every year. He says, Suryakant, can you take me to New Vrindavan? So I took him to New Vrindavan. He met His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj. I don't know what transpired between them. He came back. Then he said, can you take me to Washington, D.C. to see Bhakti Tirth Maharaj? So I took him to Washington, D.C. and whatever conversations took place. Guess what? In no time, ISKCON, New Vrindavan was back to main ISKCON. And that was his biggest achievement that I could see in those days. And there are many examples. Anywhere there was, even he was concerned about Bangalore temple and so many, he did not want any part of the ISKCON temple to be separated and go on independent or go away. Because just like Lord Krishna's had a Virat Swarup, everything that ISKCON that we can see, temples, devotees, property, assets, Guru Maharaj will not let any part of it to be separated from ISKCON. So that was his greatest contributions to ISKCON. Until his last breath, he continued doing that. The other thing Advaita Acharya mentioned about his devotee care. He cared each and every disciple, not only each and every disciple, but disciple of other guru. Because for him, everyone that is involved in ISKCON is part of Prabhupada, and he did not want anybody to be, not cared for. He explained that God sisters about how he took care of you, even though GBC meeting was going on, took extra time to find out that she's taken care. He had deep respect for his God brothers and God sisters. Deep respect. And I'll give you one small example of that. Few years back, maybe 7, 8 years back, I don't know exactly, 9 years back, maybe Anut Pu knows, remembers. But my son Rahul had a program at his home. And it so happens that Anut Pu was interested to come and attend the program, and he learned it. He was, I think, in La Plata area, getting the medical consultation or something. He calls and orders me, does not request. He never has ordered me anything. He orders me, make sure that Anut Pu's asana is same as mine. No compromise. It should be same. And we tried to, last minute, the order came, we tried to make it up something. As he was coming down on the stair in the basement, come to the basement, he didn't like it. Even though we tried to make it, he didn't like it. We had to change and put 2 simple chairs, both for you and for him. Because he could not see that my God brother or God sister does not get the same respect as I get it. And that he demanded. Other things. Of course, it took me a long time to get initiated because I was not a very easy cookie to be broken. So I used to give some small donation here and there to ISKCON ever since I joined. But now I give sizable amount donations to Guru Maharaj because as my Guru Dakshina. Before he accepted the check, he said, make sure you have given equal or more amount to Potomac Temple. See how he cared. Potomac Temple, not in his zone. He has so many temples to be taken care in India. But he wants to make sure his instruction is always help and attend the local temples. Because every temple is Prabhupada's body. That's the way he looked at it. And that should be taken care. So we can go on, he already gave some example. I was also with him for the last 5-6 days in Vrindavan and Delhi. We had a glorious celebrations, glorifications in Vrindavan. Next day on, it was in Delhi temple, in auditorium. And it was going on from like 8 o'clock in the morning until almost 10 o'clock evening with lunch break only. And so many people came. It was overwhelming to hear the glorification of him. So many things were told about him. As he mentioned, he's a personification of book distribution, personification of temple development, personification of this, personification of that. I said, he's a personification of Prabhupada's ISKCON mission at large. And we cannot appreciate his legacy. I learned, even though I knew he was a great personality, but I did not know how great he was until I started hearing from other people. Thank you, Gurudev, for blessing me and my family and entire Washington community for uplifting us from the darkness to the now some light. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sham Krishna Prabhu. Next will be Govind Madha Prabhu. we only have maybe 10 minutes left, so I humbly request, everyone keep their speech to maybe a couple minutes. After going Mother Prabhu, Dr. Hesh Patel. Thank you.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Goswami iti namine Prabhupadasya Sahitya Prakashasya Vitirya Cha Pracharam Kirtvan Sadhu Bhagavad Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. We heard a lot of senior devotees, and I was meditating what Leelas I want to glorify Guru Maharaj. But while listening to Anuttama Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu, I jotted down few things. And when they were expanding, particularly Anuttama Prabhu, about the Guru Maharaj covering so many different regions. And we all witnessed how Guru Maharaj was taking care of each and every individual devotees, either his disciples or some other Maharaj's disciples or someone coming first time to the ISKCON. And came to my mind that just like Brahma Vimohan Leela, Krishna expanded into all his gopas, calves, and everything. And Brahmaji thought, now there may be chaotic situation. 1 year passed, but Krishna maintained everything as it is. Krishna expanded in 16,108 to support his wives. Similarly, Guru Maharaj also possibly expanded everywhere, every time. And we all witnessed how Guru Maharaj was handling. He is there on the altar in the Mangalarti. Till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, he is meeting all the visitors or the doctors or some other devotees coming, driving long distances. So there are so many incidences that I think initially Mataji mentioned about today is Mother's Day. And how I look at Guru Maharaj as mother, because he showered his love on each and every one as a mother. He instructed each and every one like a father. And he expanded entire movement, just like a Prabhupada's general. So Guru Maharaj, I think it was late 90s, maybe 95, 96. And we used to have the White House here, where actual Prabhupada stayed. And Guru Maharaj used to prefer to stay in that particular place. Guru Maharaj came from New York and asked everyone to start the kirtan. He didn't want anyone to be around White House or everyone to be in the temple. I was sitting there chanting, just myself alone. And after a few minutes, I heard, Krishna, Krishna. So I ran. I went inside and saw that there was an old air conditioner and there was one small wood with a rusted nail, and it was in Guru Maharaj's feet. Recently I was talking with Advaita Prabhu and he doesn't remember anything about that. But when I saw that, I pulled that nail and few drops of the blood just came out. And then Guru Maharaj was getting ready to go to the temple. Meantime, what I did was, Dr. Samtani was in the temple. I went to him and I explained. He said, we have to take tetanus injection for that. Guru Maharaj came limping, gave the class, and when class was over, Dr. Samtani approached Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj is not even showing any sign that something like that happened. So after all the people around him are not there, I requested Guru Maharaj, can doctor see your feet? He said, why, what happened? I said, Guru Maharaj, that nail, it was like 2-inch nail, and maybe 5-6 centimeters was inside his feet. And I pulled myself, and Guru Maharaj totally forgot about that. But that story is not ending there itself. When doctor want to see that, and I said, I lifted Guru Maharaj's feet. Guru Maharaj sat on the Vyasasana, and there is absolutely no sign that something like that happened maybe a couple of hours prior to that. And another incident, how Guru Maharaj was all the time Krishna conscious and all the time caring about everyone, either God brothers, God sisters, or disciples, or devotees, or anyone. I think occasion was Rahul's marriage, Sham Krishna Prabhu's son, and Guru Maharaj asked me, Govind Madhav, I think that time I was not initiated. Ganesh, can you take me to the walk? And I was the only one with Guru Maharaj. So we went for the walk, and there were some small ponds-like things, and people were fishing. They were feeding the bread. Guru Maharaj stopped. He said, can you give me one slice? So he took a slice from that person. These were like summer days, and American people, short and t-shirt with the fish rod. So Guru Maharaj took one bread and started making small pieces. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. And he's feeding the bread to the fish. And then he asked that gentleman, can you do the same thing? So he took out the bread and he said, Hare Krishna. And just he dropping the bread. He said, no, give me another slice. Then Guru Maharaj took another slice and he said, you have to complete that. And if suppose before you complete your bread is finished, take another bread. And if you stopped in between, start another chanting. So he did this for like 3 minutes, three times he did. And fourth time, now you do. And when he completed correctly, he said, okay, that is right. And he started walking. Maybe like 15 minutes we walked one direction and again coming back. After 30 minutes, that person was doing correctly what Guru Maharaj taught him. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So that's how merciful Guru Maharaj was. In those days when we used to go for the walk, anyone, if he sees anyone, he used to say Hare Krishna. Or he would instruct whoever is accompanying him that to greet them with Hare Krishna. Once, I think 3-4 other Americans, they were doing the same thing like fishing, and there were some ducks and feeding the bread. And he said, you should feed with like chanting Mahamantra. So then one person was arguing, and then Guru Maharaj said, as per the scriptures, if you are fishing now, they are going to fish you in future. There was like, I was stunned. Now what's going to happen? How these people, they are not Krishna conscious, they are not devotee, they don't know what Guru Maharaj is saying. And suddenly that person said, okay, if they are fishing me, where you will be? And Guru Maharaj softly said, in Golok. That's where our Guru Maharaj is. We pray to the Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Now Dr. Hesh Patel. Maharaj had some cardiac issue last 4 or 5 years, and Dr. Patel, he was part of our doctor's team. He expertly managed his condition, and Guru Maharaj really appreciated all the service he's done for him. So now Dr. Patel, and then Nitya Radha Mataji will be next. Thank you so much.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Our dear Guru Maharaj was just exceptional in every way imaginable. I had the fortunate opportunity to take care of Guru Maharaj in the office, and very fortunate to be on the health team. When we interacted, Guru Maharaj was always interested in our well-being. I believe I was seeing him for his cardiac issues, but it was really Guru Maharaj who was seeing me to encourage my spiritual progress. My family and I were always fortunate to have his blessings. Even after coming off a long plane ride from India, he would still be generous with his time with my family and I. He would always care more about his well-being, or about our well-being, than his own. He had such humility and never accepted anything. We tried giving Guru Maharaj in 2023, after his many cardiac issues, a portable EKG machine for his disciples to carry and a portable defibrillator. Gopal Krishna Maharaj never accepted anything and promptly returned it to us. After hearing all his glorifications from all his amazing disciples, I feel I was at the shelter of such a great acharya, a copy of Srila Prabhupada, who manifested all the great things of ISKCON, and such a pure devotee of Krishna. I really wish I had even more time spent with him. Guru Maharaj always offered his compassion to all, always deflected all credit to Srila Prabhupada. His will is the greatest will I've ever heard in my life. His biggest treasure was not money, simply his deities. He had no bank account, no stocks, or any material possession, except for a watch gifted by Srila Prabhupada. His instructions were to chant 16 rounds, read Srila Prabhupada's books, stay always in ISKCON, stay united, and support one another. He was always a well-wisher to everyone he encountered, and always in support of furthering Srila Prabhupada's missions and spreading Krishna consciousness. Sri Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Okay, Nitya Radha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Gopala Krishna Goswami Iti Namane. All glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj has so many wonderful qualities, as we've been hearing, but I want to speak about one quality of Maharaj that I personally experienced myself. It is that Guru Maharaj took so much interest and gave so much time to each and every disciple, and even to non-disciples. Few years back, when Chaitanya Sevadas, my husband, and I had gone to India, we wanted to visit Guru Maharaj. So we called his secretary, Dasavatar Prabhu, and asked if we could speak with Maharaj. We gave our names, and after some time, Dasavatar Prabhu called back and said, Maharaj will speak to you now. Maharaj was so happy to hear our voice. We told Maharaj that we want to come visit him. And Maharaj said, can you come tomorrow morning? And Maharaj was in Bombay, we were in Baroda, and it was already like late afternoon when we talked to him. We were not prepared to go next morning, but we said, okay, because it was already afternoon. But then we got our tickets, and Maharaj said, come tomorrow, as they are celebrating 50th years of ISKCON Juhu Temple, and there was a big celebration going on in ISKCON Juhu, and he wanted us to be part of that. So we said, okay, Maharaj. And so Maharaj asked his secretary and got us a room at the temple, which was an impossible task because the temple was already filled with so many devotees who were there to attend the 50th celebration. So next morning we flew out and attended the celebration events. Then when we went to meet Maharaj, he asked us what our plans were while we were staying in India. And he asked if we are going to Vrindavan. We said, Maharaj, we're here for a short time. We won't be able to go to Vrindavan. So Maharaj said, if you come to India and you don't go to Holy Dham, then your trip is useless. So he said, try to make time and go to Vrindavan. When we were meeting with Guru Maharaj at the time, His Grace Devikinandan Prabhu was also in the room. So he said, why don't you come to Kanpur, visit our temple there, and then I'll make arrangement for you to go to Vrindavan. So there was no plan to go to any temples, and then we decided, okay, we ended up going to Kanpur, visited all the holy dhams there, holy places there, and then we went to Vrindavan also and got darshan of the deities there. So whenever we meet Guru Maharaj in India, he wanted to know what our plans were all the time. And he always wanted us to visit the holy places and temples there. And not only that, he'll ask his secretary, can you make appropriate arrangements for them so that they can go to these places? That's how Maharaj is. When we were talking to Maharaj, Every time we meet Maharaj, he wants to know if we're going to Vrindavan. Once about 15 years ago, we went to Mayapur, and we were doing the Mayapur parikrama. We stopped at outside one of the temples, and my husband was taking out his shoes, and he was bent over, and Maharaj came from behind, and he started patting him on his back in a friendly gesture. We turned around, and there was Maharaj, so happy to see us. He took out his garland and placed it on Chaitanya Sevadas. We were not even his disciples at the time. Again, he started asking us what our plans were in India and for the rest of the trip. He told us we should go to Vrindavan, and then that he would make all the arrangements for us there. So whenever we meet Maharaj, he wants to make sure that we utilize our visit in India properly in visiting holy places. Maharaj is also so grateful. Last summer, when Maharaj was here in Washington, D.C., we met with Maharaj for a few minutes, like all disciples get some time with Maharaj. And after that, I thought I won't get a chance to speak with Maharaj again because there's so many disciples who want to meet him, and Maharaj has so many other plans and responsibilities. But on the last day, Jagannath Priya said, Maharaj wants to speak with both of you. So I was so happy. I said, oh, another opportunity to meet with Maharaj. I didn't think I would get that. So when we went in to meet Maharaj, Maharaj said, I want to thank both of you for your generous donations. It was very embarrassing, as Maharaj gets much, much bigger donations from so many other places and sources. But he wanted to acknowledge our little contributions. Then he said it will be used to make Krishna temples. Then not only that, 6 months later, when we went to India and met him again in Delhi, he wanted to know what our plans was again and asked to go to visit. And then this time he said, go visit Kurukshetra temple. That is being built right now. And he said, you should go see it as you have given donations towards building the temple. So I was shocked that Maharaj was still talking and acknowledging our donations and helping us, donations on how we are helping to build the new temples. And one last thing, which I didn't jot down, but it came to me, was that when Maharaj was here, like, we cooked up a nice lunch prasad for Maharaj, so many different items. And when Maharaj, after he ate, the plate came back, and we looked, and almost everything was there still. And we were thinking, oh, we made so many items, and Maharaj has hardly eaten. Then after some time, Maharaj had to go somewhere, so he came out of his room, and he saw us ladies standing there. So Maharaj stopped for a second, he looked at us, and he said, you guys cooked so many items, and it may have looked like I didn't eat, but I tried everything. It was just so many items that's why so much food was still there. So I was just really shocked that Maharaj actually knew what we were thinking. And there's so many examples I have like that of Maharaj. Like first time when we met Maharaj for Diksha, and I had so many weaknesses, and Maharaj, and one of my biggest weakness was that I couldn't get up early. And when Maharaj interviewed me, Maharaj asked me, what time do you get up? And he asked Chaitanya Sevadas, he likes to watch TV. He said, do you watch a lot of TV? So I was really, really shocked that Maharaj, I mean, he knows what our weaknesses are. And I'm so grateful to Maharaj that even with all our weaknesses, he accepted us and accepted me as his disciple. All glories to Gopal Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you so much. So now we'll do Aarti for next 10-15 minutes. And then after Prasadam, hopefully around 3:15, those of you who are interested, they can come back and we'll continue with the glorification program. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So now I request everyone to stand up and we'll do Aarti. And this is what they do in Vrindavan and Delhi, Juhu, after glorification, there is always Aarti. So please bear with us. We have a huge feast. We also have a special ice cream prasadam for everyone too. So just another 10-15 minutes. Thank you so much. Haribol. And yes, at 3:15, 3:30, everyone is invited to come back here and everyone can offer their own glorification. Thank you again. Haribol.
Prabhu. Sansadan. 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 Slow one.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya. Jai Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Samsara Dava Nalalidha Loka Ranaya Karunya Gana Ganatvan Samsara Dava Nalalidha Loka Ranaya Karunya Praptasya Kalyana Gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Vaditramadhan Manasora Sena. Romanchakam Pashataranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Sri Vigraharadhana Nitya Nana Singaratanma Dirma Janada Shri Vigraharadhana Nitya Nana Tasya Bhakta Chanyanjatapi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada Svadvana Triptan Haribhakta Sangha. Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada Tritvaiva Tripni Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Radhika Madhavayara Para Madhurya Leela Gunarupa Namna Shri Radhika Madhurya Leela Pratikshana Swadhana Lalupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. निकुंज यूनो रति केली सिद्ध यायाले भीर्यो किरपेक्षा नियानि राधिराक्षाधति वल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्द साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भावेत एव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रवर्या प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दं यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसाद यस्य प्रसादान् गति कुतोऽपि यस्य नायं शुभं सयशाति तन्दा वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्द वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्द वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्द जय गुरु महाराज जय गुरु महाराज गुरु महाराज गुरु महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरण बंदो बोय सावधाना मनते वंदना यहर प्रसादे भा हे भवतो धिया या कृष्ण प्राप्ति हय होते गुरुमुख पद्मा वाक्य हिते कोरिया क्या गुरुमुख आराना करी हमने आशा से गुरु चारणे रति यही से बोता मागते से गुरु हे प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा हे प्रसादे चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्म जन्म प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञानाद्य प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान प्रेम भक्ति आहे ते अविद्या विनाशयाते वेदे गाया चरिता Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Loke na loke Rajivana Aha Prabhu Gora Daya De More Pada Jaya Aha Prabhu Goro Daya De More Pada Jaya Ebeya Gushgude Bhavana Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Namao Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Goswami Niti Namine Namah Prabhupada Sasayitam Ya Prakasha Vitirya Cha Pracharam Kritavan Sadhu Bhagavat Padayate Namah Prabhupada Namao Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bachata Deshatarine Namaste Haribol sab gaye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Allah Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Radhe Jaya Jaya Sita Ram Jaya Lakshman Hanuman Sita Ram Jaya Lakshman Hanuman Jai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaur Jai Jai Prabhupada 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 Jaya Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Nita 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 Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bolo
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Asto Tarasata Shri Shrimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Asto Tarasata Shri Shrimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi Ki Jai ISKCON BBT Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Giradhara Shivasati Gaur Bhaktavinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shaima Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai Gangamai Ki Jai Jamunamai Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Yoga Ki Jai Brihat Madangat Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Jai Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai Shri Shri Gauranitai Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai Gopal Krishna Maharaj Ki Jai Gaura Premanandi All glories to the assembled devotees All glories to the assembled devotees All glories to the assembled devotees All glories, Shri Shri Guru and Garanga Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Thank you so much, Anut Pu. So now we'll take prasadam, and if you like, everyone can come back here by 3:30, and we'll have more glorification. Thank you so much. Hari Bol.